In a small Ontario arena, the world showed up on four wheels. Skaters from places like Chile and Argentina joined locals in Napanee to share tricks, stories, and the spirit of freestyle.
This was above and beyond expectations. The first person who signed up was Mylena from Chile. When I first announced the contest, first day, she signed up, and I thought maybe she made a mistake. So I had to send her a message like, it's in Canada, right? And she said, oh yeah, I'm coming. There's a dedicated, committed group of freestylers.
This was more than just a freestyle competition. It was a sign of something bigger, a revival of a culture that never really left, but is finally being seen again.
It seems like every decade or so, something happens that takes skateboarding to a new level. And back in the day, it would have been someone like Kevin Harris or Rodney Mullen really blew up the freestyle scene. You had sidewalk surfing, which was you're just going down the street, you're not doing tricks, you're not going off of obstacles, and then it evolved into freestyle, was the first trick-based skateboarding. As freestyle faded from popularity, people like Tony Hawk with vert and street became the more popular mode of skateboarding.
Skateboarding didn't lose its roots, it branched out. Each style carved its own path and pushed boundaries in new ways. Today, they all ride side by side. Freestyle, vert, street, even park and longboard have become part of a shared language. And now in Ontario, that language is being spoken more clearly than ever.
What the OSA's mission is to put together the tools for communities, individuals, and policymakers to be able to do some of the things that in my town or other places that I have examined or taken a look at and broken down why they have made work what they have. I'd like to create the tools, which we've already started working on. We already have tons of information and stuff between grants and processes and the conversations, the council members, things like that. We want to cut through the red tape for people before they ever get there with the scissors. We're going to make sure that the skate parks that were built but never had a tree planted get some trees. The ones that don't have a place to get a drink has a place to get a drink, or a washroom, or any number of things. So it has infrastructure. That's what we want to do, is reinvest in the physical infrastructure of skateboarding so that it can continue to flourish once again the way that it used to.
You don't always need sunshine to make skateboarding happen. This arena, usually home to ice, can also be home to fire, generated by passion, creativity, and community. Whether on asphalt or arena floors, skateboarding finds its space.
Ontario, Canada, the world needs a revival of skateboarding in the biggest way. It deserves it. It's something that holds space for everybody. So I believe that as a whole, as a society, we can do something to hold space for it as a sport, the same way we do for other sports. And the fact that there's people here from such a wide range of this entire earth, we have people here from Chile, we have Rio de Janeiro, we have someone from Philadelphia, I'm from Madoc, small town Ontario, we have people from all over the world, every demographic, every age, man, woman, child, it doesn't matter. So the reality is that we just need to get us together, We got to get this ball rolling again so we have opportunities.
That unity is already taking shape across towns, across generations, and across every style of skating. Its enduring presence was felt through one of its most respected voices who crossed the border to skate alongside the next generation, reminding us that even as skateboarding evolves, its roots still run deep.
For me, I'm still competing. I still compete on the world circuit and whatnot. I've traveled all around the world doing what I love to do. But it's also about giving back. So it's always been the older generation giving it to the younger generation taking it to the next level, and then they are passing it on the same. That's that constant evolution. And what's interesting too is that we have a guy, Russ Howell. He's the first pro skateboarder. He is in his 70s now, and he still skates. He's a grandfather, right? And he still skates. And I'll tell you what, I learned from watching his skating, so I'm like a Grom for him. And then the guys who watch me, they're a Grom for me, and then anybody who watches them. So it's like we can all learn from each other. What's great about skateboarding is that I can have the same conversation with him, and he's older than my father was, right? So he's older than my father, but me and him have the same level of talking. What's also interesting too is that even internationally, we may not know the same language, but skateboarding has a universal language. A kickflip is a kickflip in Canada, as it is in US, as it is in Japan, as it is in Germany.
What might have looked like just another skate event is something much more. It's the planting of seeds for kids looking for a place to express themselves, for adults who never stop skating, for communities ready to build back, not just structurally, but socially. In that language of skateboarding, everyone can find a voice.
If a town was on the fence in a decision to invest in the infrastructure of skateboarding and sports similar to it, I would tell them to really look at their age demographic and see, is this going to benefit us? And 90% of the time, the answer is yes, because there's so many children, there's so many young people. And the reality is that not everybody wants to go play on the field or play on the rink or put on all the gear or, show up every Wednesday in their kit, So the reality is skateboarding has a ton of freedom. It has tons to offer people. And again, the inclusivity of it is matched by none. Everybody loves you and you are part of the family once you step on that skateboard.
For WPBS Weekly, I'm Gail Paquette.